A very warm welcome to you. It's a pleasure as always to have you join us each week on this program. We still remain your #1 spot for all the latest happenings in the world of business. My name is Margaret Mary Osubor. On the lineup this week, first we joined Faith, who was recently in Dubai, in a one-on-one exclusive interview with Mr. Dave Mitcham, the Chief Executive Officer of the International Underwriting Association of London. They spoke on Brexit, the future of the London insurance market, and sundry issues. Mr. Mitcham said that with digitalization, insurance brokers will not have a role to play in retail businesses, but will still be relevant in advisory capacity in commercial businesses. Do take a listen.
We're seeing in the UK, the high street brokers are reducing in number. I think the role of the broker is more in the advocacy space, the design of new products or working on behalf of the industry somehow to improve the product generally.
On this edition also, we'll bring you highlights of Davo Dani Microfinance Bank Limited's savings product launch that took place recently at the bank's branch office on Murtala Mohammed Way, Oyingbo. The product was designed to encourage savings among their customers. Do take a listen.
We are in for business, and we believe that everybody here is for business. So if you are for business and Davo Dani is for business, let's partner together.
Plus, of course, all the other extras we bring you each week on this program, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup. Details in just a moment. Please stay with us.
All right, welcome. I'm sitting one-on-one with Mr. Dave Mitcham, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the International Underwriting Association of London. Okay, Mr. Mitcham, I'm going to start by asking, London has remained a major leader in the insurance and reinsurance business over the years. What do you think is responsible for that?
Oh, okay. Well, you're right. London certainly has retained its place globally. It's got the majority, the largest share of certain classes of business like aviation, marine and energy worldwide, sometimes quite a dominant share. I think we have always specialised in specialist products which require bespoke product development, underwriting, they require capital and strong companies behind them, highly rated companies, and they require individual solutions for the clients that are often manufactured between the broker, the risk manager and the insurer. So it's a three-way dialogue. Over time, and London became a big insurance trading market because of marine insurance primarily, and the formation of Lloyd's clearly. Now we have over about 120 insurance companies in London, and also a similar number of brokers. So we're very much a broker market where business is brought to London. The brokers are the marketeers of the market in effect. The insurers don't have to market themselves, unlike in the retail space where insurers would market themselves. So we have this almost unique ecosystem of intellectual capital itself to support the business, and a support industry of service providers, be they lawyers, accountants, adjusters, etc., who can service the needs of the clients through the life cycle of policies, really. So I think we're very fortunate over time. We've developed the expertise. London's a great place to work. It's our time zone helps because we're equidistant between Asia and America. We have a rule of law and contract law that's recognised worldwide, and we're quite a diverse community as well. Despite the impacts or the uncertainty of Brexit, you might argue, London has a very
about Brexit. A lot of people have actually exercised a fear that Brexit is going to change all of that for the London market.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Let's put it into context first of all. The amount of EU business placed in London is about 12–13% of the total. We're a $90 billion market. So it's sizable, but it's not like the American share of the market, which is around 40%, or the UK share, which is 30%. We will, I believe, always be seen as a commercial specialty market. Now, some of the EU clients, by necessity, will need to have their business insured within the EU itself. This is on the basis of what you might call a hard Brexit, whereby there is no free trade deal between UK and EU. If, and I do believe we will, get a free trade deal between the UK and the EU, and if it includes financial services, which we believe it should, then there's no reason really for London and its EU clients to continue to have not continue to have a business relationship. Having said that, there is some uncertainty at the moment, because whilst we have a transitional arrangement until the end of 2020, the trading companies and brokers in London and their clients do not know with great certainty the position beyond 2020. And so that's where the trading discussions become pivotal to London's future. Again, another qualifier I would say is that the industry is working with the government to explore new business opportunities post-Brexit. We are going to have the opportunity to have trade deals with other countries that we can't do within the EU so easily. So those opportunities will be explored further.
Okay, speaking about the opportunities, let's talk about the interest, your market now having interest in developing tech-for insurance. How did that come about?
I suppose it came about because the government worked exclusively with Islamic banks and formed an Islamic finance hub. But it became clear that the takaful or insurance products within that sector were missing. And so the government said to the industry, I think we need to work together here to promote insurance solutions to support Islamic finance. That then encouraged us to form our own trade association, the Islamic Insurance Association of London. That then encouraged us to work out, to improve the educational understanding of the market, to develop standards or best practice in the way that the business could be traded. And we now find ourselves 3 or 4 years later in a position where there's about a dozen insurers writing some form of Sharia products in London. Commercial, I'm talking commercial here. I don't represent the retail industry in this space. And some of these commercial products are becoming essential, maybe a strong word, but the preferred approach by the scholars or the risk managers of the financiers of these infrastructure projects, such that they're saying, look, we really want to see more Sharia capacity and product within the portfolio of insurance that we buy. So that's where we are now, I think. The question now is, how can we increase that in the future?
So include those in the retail?
Well, I'm thinking, how can we increase the commercial share of takaful more? And it's our belief that the scholars are going to increase the momentum in the months to come if they're, for example, able to agree the standards that we produced on behalf of the industry. It might result in a much better positive determination that we should look for Sharia products more, do it better and stronger before just, automating onto the conventional space, which tends to happen quite quickly at the moment, rather than a real diligent search for a Sharia option.
Okay, but oftentimes in certain markets where, like Malaysia and places like that, where takaful has a strong hold, you do find that brokers sometimes are not readily willing to even give those who are wanting to buy the options that, oh, you can actually buy Takaful instead of just marketing the conventional insurance?
That was part of our research. That was one of the key findings from our research, that the brokers seem unwilling to even offer it as an option. I think that obviously brokers are part of the solution. They have to work with their clients to, if the clients are now demanding a much stronger emphasis on Sharia, then the brokers have got to search the market and find those solutions. I can tell you there are more options available within London now of those solutions, and they will continue to grow. Both Lloyd's and individual companies are looking to introduce much more Sharia capability now to service this expected increased demand.
Okay, now another issue I say with Takaful oftentimes, it's a lot of issues that borders on regulation, and of course, strictly speaking, there are areas where Takaful funds cannot be invested and all of that. So what is the London market doing in that direction?
On regulation?
Yes.
Well, part of the government interaction is to work with the regulator itself. They need to understand the Takaful model. I think they would probably say at the moment they need to do a bit more work there. We don't have specific Takaful companies as such. It's more like a division of a conventional company. They're not bespoke to Takaful. Yeah. So the regulators need to understand how to regulate that business as well.
Alright, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the interview with Mr. Mitcham. Moving on now, we'll bring you highlights of Davodani Microfinance Bank's product launch that took place recently at the bank's branch office on Murtala Mohammed Way, Oyingbo. Savings culture is poor in Nigeria and is particularly non-existent among members of the low-income group in the society, which microfinance banks cater for. With this product launch, the bank is poised to encourage their customers and possibly others to form the habits of saving and not just borrowing money from banks. Happy viewing.
Davodani Microfinance Bank is an indigenous company licensed to transact all microfinance banking business. Approved by the central bank to operate statewide in 2016, the bank is today a force to be reckoned with. Always looking for innovative ways to satisfy the numerous customers, the bank kickstarted its maiden Save and Win promo in October 2017 with a termination date of 180 days. The grand finale of the first phase of the promo was a raffle draw which was held recently at the bank's branch office on Murtala Mohammed Way, Oyingbo. As expected, customers of the bank from different parts of Lagos came to witness the draw. Welcoming all present to the special occasion, the managing director, Mr. John Ologe, said that they place premium on integrity. As such, they will always fulfill their promises to their customers.
The promo drawn is being carried out today in fulfillment of our core value, which is integrity. Davodani Microfinance Bank will always fulfill its promises to customers. We are not players of other conditions apply.
Also sharing lights on the features of the promo, Mr. Kolawole Oluwashogun, Group Head Business Development and Branch Coordinator, said that about 1,000 customers participated in the promo, but only 67 of them qualified for the draw, having met the laid-down features of the promo.
As at the end of the tenure of the product,
we have 67 people that qualified. We have 67 people that qualified. 67 people that stuck to the conditions, the requirements that make them qualify for the product.
Other members who shed light on the promo were Mr. Ndubisi Ogbata Wazie, Group Head Consumer Banking, Mr. Tony Ozore, Group Head Business Operations, and a host of others. Admonishing participants, the chairman of the bank, Mr. Osti Enajemo Esire, said that it takes discipline because to save money is not easy.
Very many of us don't know that the art to save is as hard as how to work for the money, to save money. Yoruba people say, Osho Roche, not be so na talker. So the idea of this save and win is actually to encourage every one of us to begin to cultivate the habit of savings. And I'm glad I've been told that close to 1,000 of you participated, out of which 67 qualified for this promo, and 10 winners will emerge very shortly.
The whole idea behind the Save and Win promo is to encourage saving culture among existing customers and new ones. The bank also used the occasion to get feedback from their customers. To the business of the day, the draw was done in a very transparent manner as customers themselves were chosen to pick winners. At the end of the draw, 10 winners emerged, winning various prizes ranging from chest freezer, generator, flat screen TV, washing machine, and so on.
Okay, madam, please come. Please come. Yes, you. Please come, ma. Please come. Grand prize. 1.1 horsepower air conditioner split unit. Please stay this way. I want you to roll it very well. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Go in, go in, go! This is the grand prize. 45 million. Where is it going? The thing refused to open. Maybe we should call this one tomorrow. Wow. Dane. David. Odo. Mama. Who is it? Who is it? Which branch? Are you sure? Can you? Somebody song! DJ, give us song! Girl, follow me, girl, follow me. The assessment is getting hot here. Down for your head, you. Woo! For your head. And the name is even special. Carrying our back name is on top of it. Down for your waist, you. Presenting this beautiful gift. It's no other person than our chairman, the person of Prince Chief Austin Enajemo Esire. Put us on the fire, please.
Some of the lucky winners had this to say.
Actually, I'm happy. I'm overwhelmed with joy because while the raffle draw was going on, people were winning, and I was like, is this how I'm going to go empty-handed? But I told myself it is not yet over until it is over. And lo and behold, I'm so happy I won the grand prize.
Today is a special day, which Daniel had made for us. And as they reward us with these prizes, we will not disappoint them. We keep on working with them.
The chairman spoke on the vision of the bank going forward.
Our vision of the Abu Dhabi Microfinance Bank is to be an exceptional leader in the provisions of micro and other responsive financial services on a sustainable basis to assist our numerous, the RTA poor, to achieve financial freedom. And that vision we must drive through.
Given the success of the maiden edition, the managing director said that they are launching the second phase of the promo immediately.
The second phase has actually commenced from today. It has commenced from today, because as soon as this one finishes, which of course we have done now, the second phase, people can start opening an account today. So it has commenced already. And it will run for the next 6 months. Then we'll draw the promo again.
With a goal to make a difference from inception, Davo Dani Microfinance Bank has exceeded expectations in the shortest possible time.
Go now. Hey, me not content going to be like this. But oh, the main man on Davo Dani Microfinance Bank, number 100. Guinea. Come here. Hey, Yoruba no kwa na dey queen and Yoruba na Yoruba you no get money, you go talk say you get money, you get money. Igbo container, mu wa na container.
With 100,000 naira now. So I go feel we waiting they win now.
Waiting they win. And they don't say man now people dey here they talk of 100,000. Just who they open the account? I go open 500,000. Me. Not tell me me back account. Account ana promo.
Kafage.
Ina di ma fam. Na container.
Imani iwere afa nna achọ m idere afa nna.
Afa nna m. Afa mbu Okoro. Right and down Okoro. De Okoro. Afam efuna. Una sataranya. Afam efuna. Ego leki hunu je me pass in them be with 500,000. 500,000. Afam bo na container. Umgawazi.
Promo anọ a na-akpọ ya save and win n'aha oyibo. So imepere anyị account, ị nwere ike iji ego ole dịka 1,000 naira, 5,000 maọbụ 1 million. Ị nwere ya mepere account. Bet ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka account anụ imepe ya tinye ego ebe ahụ. Ọ ga-anọ 6 months. Always see. Ọ ga-anọ always see. Maka onye na-ada anọ always see all 6 months.
To assist our clients achieve financial freedom. Oya Jijo Dabo. Our mission, and MFB, founded on trust, integrity, and customer focus. And MFB, founded on trust, integrity, and customer focus. Oya Jijo Dabo.
Slowly but surely, we have come to the end of the program this week. I do hope you enjoyed every moment spent with us. But like we always say, the fun doesn't end here. We are live and we are social, so connect with us on all our social media platforms. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more. Our Pidgin English program, Waiting Insurance They Do Serve, comes your way every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. on Niger FM 102.7 and also on Odenibo FM Obosi, Anambra State every Thursday by 12:30 p.m. My name is Margaret Mary Osiubo. What more can I say? It's been a pleasure bringing you the program this week, but join us again next week for a fresh package. Until then, from the entire crew, it's goodbye.